I think the reason people are so connected to the word clean was because I think it encompasses a bucket of traits, of personality, and just a general approach to wellness that are going to lead to a life that is worth living and is not riddled with depression and sickness and suffering.
2 words, if I could boil it down to that: purity and focus. There's so much noise out there, and to have something that is pretty clean because it only has 1 or 2 things in it just takes away the complexity of trying to make those decisions about what you need for your goals, for your body.
Prioritizing clean choices is like having that momentum, in whatever task at hand, whether it's a 6-mile run or I got a 12-hour work shift. Because when you feel your body the right way, it just makes life easier.
Clean to me is being intentional, not only with my nutrition, but my fitness, my recovery, my sleep, even negative thoughts, kind of cleaning that up.
I thought that I was the problem because I was trying every single brand and supplement out there and nothing was working for me. Everything was creating these side effects. And then it wasn't until I started taking a deeper dive into the ingredients and realizing that I can't even recognize half of the ingredients on the label, nor do I know what they even do inside my body. I think starting right and locking in with things that will fuel your body just creates a ripple effect for everything else that I do in my day.
You look at the obesity epidemic, it's gotten a lot worse, especially here in the United States. More people are overweight than are not. And I want to be, and I've always been, a leader by example. Same thing with my kids. I never forced them into anything, but I want them to look at me and say, my dad is fit and healthy, and if it's good enough for him, it's going to be good enough for me.
I don't think we can change certain aspects of maybe our health or our environment or our genetics, but being clean allows us to know that if any of these things ever pop up in our lives, at least we haven't encouraged them to come quicker. And I think that peace of mind is what allows me to be able to say, I've got a bit of control over my health.
For me, clean is also like a lifestyle and a mindset. Yeah, there's a whole portion of supplements and foods that need to be clean, but for me, it's also kind of removing like toxic people, for example, right?
A lot of people like comfort, What's comfort? That's what's easy. What's easy? That's fast food. But what follows with that? Inflammation, discomfort. So it's like a cycle that people put themselves into.
Usually one habit leads to another one. So being just clean in your life, not just in nutrition, but also in work, in relationships, just in everything.
As someone who just wants to take care of themselves, it means everything. It's how I show up for myself and for others, my dogs, my coach, my friends, my athletes.
Sadly, a lot of people don't know what it feels like to feel good. And when you take a step back and say, okay, well, these ingredients, X, Y, and Z, make me feel sluggish, they make me crash, whatever the effect is, and then you pull those ingredients out and you actually start, for lack of a better term, living clean. You're on a different level of performance.